Welcome back to Mat Time. I am Daniel Tension, joined as always by my good friend Zach Sayre. How you doing tonight, Zach?
I'm doing great, Big Dan. How are you doing, sir?
Doing wonderfully, actually. I'm doing really, really well. Tonight, you went West Lib.
Yep, rocking the Hilltoppers shirt there. So
I went Pioneers.
Yep, you went Glenville State. So.
And I went last year's beanie.
Yep.
Last year's beanie from Chain. Speaking of Chain, they got something to tell us?
Yep. Chain Wrestling. Join the chain. Created by athletes for athletes. Cultivated for the uncommon. Apparel for the everyday grind. Big shout out to Chain Wrestling, our official partner and host of all of our Mat Time apparel. Beanies, shirts, T-shirts, vests, windbreakers, everything you can imagine. Got anything you want there. Speaking of Chain, Big Dan, Mothman Wrestling Club.
Yeah, they joined
the chain. So
awesome.
Big shout out to those guys joining the chain. Building the chains, making it stronger.
There's someone else coming, but
if you guys are interested,
yet.
if you guys are interested,
get a hold of us.
Get a hold of us, and then we'll get you hooked up with those guys. Outstanding fellas.
So. What's great about it is they take care of everything. You just get them the design, they make a whole store for you, and they say, "Here you go."
Yep. Team. You can do team gear. You can do a fan store just to get your fans.
It's like a 10-day
rocking
turnaround.
some. Yeah, you can't beat that turnaround
like
for something
days.
custom. Like
it's crazy.
It's good stuff. So
it is. All right, so we're back here. This is the week that starts it all. We're at OVAC week. Of course, I don't know if you've caught this, but I've seen it all over the place. The article that was written talking about how two of the top wrestlers are not going to wrestle at the OVAC tournament, and they got a new tournament director this year, first year. I don't know if you saw that.
I thought this was the last year before they hand off.
I think it's like the transition.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's the passing of the guard type thing. I'm sure everybody's still involved.
Correct. Correct if it's wrong. There,
yeah,
that's how I undertook the article, but I've been wrong a time or two.
Right.
So
well, regardless,
either way,
you know as well as I do. Like this sport's like ringworm. Like once it's in your blood, you sort of keep it around.
Yeah, it's hard to get away.
Yeah.
And you're bound to catch.
But regardless, it doesn't matter who the tournament director is. You want to talk about catching the short end of the stick for attendance. Like you don't do that. You don't tell people two of the best wrestlers in the conference aren't going to be there. That's terrible.
Especially to your common fan,
Right. Yeah, to the casual fan that's like, oh, that's a great. And by the way, like that's an amazing wrestling conference. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It seriously is it's legit. It's got that Northern Ohio, Western PA feel about the whole thing, and it's just it's an incredible conference. And like, oh, by the way, Gage Wright's not coming. And then they're like, tweaked his foot. And then they just flat told the mono.
Yeah.
They just name dropping mono. I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Whatever. And I'm sure the coaches weren't thrilled. I'm sure they gave an okay to it, but if I got a kid out with mono, I'm not telling everybody.
Yeah.
Temporarily out, He'll be back soon. Yeah.
Even that being said, though, I think it's going to shake out to be an outstanding wrestling just because of how how good it is.
It's the pomp and circumstance too.
Yeah.
They have intro ceremonies, like opening ceremonies for the event, and then they wrestle a bunch of pigtails on Thursday. Like they've got it figured out. I know I catch a lot of slack from people. Like I got friends that just completely disagree with me, but I've been a huge advocate of just, hey, let's just put all kids in the same bracket and let's see how it shakes
regardless
out.
Of class and
regardless of class.
Who the top dog is. I like it.
Yeah, well, here's a tournament that does it really well.
Yep.
OVAC does it incredibly well. You got your big school champion. You got your little school champion. WSAZ, they, over the last, 10 years did that?
Yeah.
I can't remember when the first year they did it.
I don't remember when they did the first
But they did it.
Yeah.
They did it just the same. And then states did it a little bit with AA single A. But, I've always been that. Let them wrestle.
I'd like to see, and we've said this a million times.
But again, that's exactly why the week after states we're doing what we're doing. We're going to take those champs from AAA.
Champion.
And we're going to take those champs from AA and single A. And we're going to let them settle it. We're going to let them wrestle it.
See who the top dog is.
Yeah. That's just another reason why that's happening. So we can see that. But a lot of not surprising seeds in that seed pool, if you will. A lot of West Virginia kids seeded 1. I think Wheeling Park doesn't have as many as University seeded, but they're the only team that has 3 number 1s.
Yeah, got 3 number 1s.
Yeah.
9 total, but
9
South
total,
and
3
South
ones.
University have 12. And then
Not gonna lie.
Oakland 9. That's top 4.
Parkersburg South getting 12 surprised me. But then I remember they seed all the way down to 12, right?
They seeded 12, yeah.
Yeah, they seed top 12.
Yeah.
Like usually when you think seeds, it's like top 8-ish. But the big tournaments, this is a big tournament, so yeah, top 12 makes sense.
Yeah, you got to do 12 or more. Like WSAC does more, and when necessary. Because
Right.
sometimes you need to, but
You just have to shake out. But this is when the rubber really meets the road. I think after the next 2 weekends, we're going to have a very clear picture of AAA. Very, very clear. One of those 2 teams is going to show they're dominant in a bracket in the next 2 weekends. They're just going to show it to everybody.
yeah, I wish we had everybody in there.
And no one's been healthy.
But like
No
we
one's
talked
been
about that in
healthy.
an episode or 2. It may have been last episode, but
It feels like every episode we talk about how no one's healthy.
yeah,
Still not healthy.
yeah, have holes for whatever reason.
And now we're getting, and it's just,
and then we're into getting to the end of January.
And
so
I
it's
don't-
like,
there's no
It's like,
disrespect. No disrespect. But it's never like the injuries you're seeing and the illnesses. It's not the role players. It's not the kids that's going to go 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 at the state tournament.
Yeah.
We're talking champions, runner-ups.
high end placers have been the ones for whatever reason that have been
I know.
unfortunate and had the bad luck so far.
It's
So,
been insane. Insane. Like last week at the Top Gun there, you saw like Point Ripley Huntington was just pieces.
Mhm.
All of them just had
Yeah.
pieces. By the way, speaking of Huntington, Coach Dempsey called me.
did he?
John Dempsey gave me a call. He wanted to thank everybody. Like a lot of people took him Buckeyes. Yeah. Well, I didn't know this, and I feel kind of bad now. That used to be his vice,
Hmm.
but he's now a vegan.
Oh wow.
He's a vegan. So if anybody has like, I don't know, I'm sure there's a really delicious vegan treat out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Like I like the milk and eggs and all that, but I'm sure there's a delicious vegan treat. If you can hook up John Dempsey at Huntington High, that would be. I think he'd really appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Honestly, I got nothing for him though. But it was good talking to him though. He was really appreciative of all the people hooking him up. It was really nice. But he said he ate them, but it was like he like sacrificed his. You know what I mean? Like I think it was kind of my fault. Because I
kinda threw
didn't
that out
realize,
there. You
right?
threw that
I
out
did, well,
there.
in my defense, I had not realized he had switched to a full vegan diet. Like it's crazy. I didn't know. Just like coffee, water, and plants. That's,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure there's something out there.
I'll stick to wrestling, Big Dan.
Oh, I bet you he would like those. What they used to call that? Ants on a log.
I don't know.
Yeah, the celery with the peanut butter and the
Oh.
raisins on it.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I never heard that, but I know what you're talking
Ants
about.
on a log. You never
Okay,
called it
never,
that?
never heard. It's a
Oh,
celery with
God,
peanut
you
butter
were
and
sheltered in preschool, dude.
Didn't even go to preschool.
Well, there you go.
I went straight to kindergarten.
There's
man.
well, you did it 4 times. So, anyways,
shoot,
but
man.
regardless, like no one's healthy. It's ridiculous. I'm not. We just need people healthy.
Yeah.
Winner's choice. That's another one. You saw just like huge names like Purdue for Independence. Not at 106. Not at 113. Neither. I don't remember the last time I saw him wrestle. It was early. And we don't even know what's wrong with him. Some people you've heard reports, like Angel's back.
Yeah, I saw where
He's the
on
2 seed.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
saw
2
that.
seed. The flow,
flow
is
is
back.
back.
That's big. That's a huge boost for Cameron.
Yeah, big pickup.
And that's kind of a dagger.
Nice to see him.
That's a dagger for some of those like blood round fringe kids at 75. Is like it just got a lot better real fast.
Yeah.
It got a
That's a
lot
big
better real
difference.
fast. He had a really good year.
Yeah, so
last year.
Winner's choice ended up being a dogfight there for the title with Fairmont and Spring Mills, and Spring Mills ultimately come out a little ahead. Lots of great matches there. You saw a lot of matches that
Well,
probably will end up seeing Saturday night.
Yeah.
At the state tournament.
I was really
some blood
hoping,
round matchups.
I was really hoping Purdue was at 13,
Mm-hmm.
just to kind of like the measuring stick with Dolan, because right now it's pretty safe to say Dolan is in that upper nth percentage in our state. Up there with the Gage Wrights.
No, those two are the only two ranked by Flow currently.
Right. Right.
Of course, they still have him one at 6.
Exactly.
But he's obviously
but
he's
if
the man.
If you don't think Brock's going to be one of those kids, you're crazy. Like, think about his only loss last year was the OVACs.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's it. Yeah, as a freshman. Yeah.
Yeah, as a freshman, exactly.
Only loss.
That's something to think about. And we just said it's a super tough tournament. But, it was a good tournament. Winner's choice. Always a lot. They had a lot of the big name teams there.
Yeah,
they did, and there were definitely some like head scratching. Like, I saw some kids placing in places I definitely didn't expect them to be. I thought they'd be much higher.
Yeah, that shows you, the talent
it's
that's
tough.
there.
Exactly.
It's tough. It's a tough tournament,
and
anything can happen.
Right, exactly. And when you start getting, the more talented the wrestling becomes, and the close, like the room for error gets less and less and less.
Yep.
So that's why it's like near impossible to get it right.
Yeah, it's tough, but
I saw some not so subtle jabs at the seeding of that tournament. Some of the fans thought it was a little top heavy in some of the brackets. Like 1, 4, and 5 really felt like 1, 3.
Yeah.
1, 3, 4. Like, it was fun to watch them. I like getting on social media and seeing some of the commentary from the.
I didn't come across any of that.
I'll send it to you.
I had a busy weekend. So
did you?
Yeah.
What'd you get into? Wrestling.
I was actually coaching indoor soccer.
Ouch! That's a tough loss. That is not as good at sitting there at a wrestling mat.
Yeah, and I was coaching indoor soccer.
Hey, to each their own. To each their own.
But yeah, what else, Big Dan, went on over the weekend? I think of anything that happened there.
Like, in terms of shocking results?
No, just in general. We had the BCI.
Yeah, Braxton County. They won that, right?
Won that pretty big, 247-50 was
I'll
the final score
man,
there.
That Braxton County team, they're just consistent.
Oh, yeah.
They're just consistent. They might not have a room full of state champs, but they got a lot of good wrestlers.
Yeah.
They have had a really, really nice season this year. And their dual record has been pretty impressive.
Yeah, they've done well. And, they clinched
every dual tournament they've been to.
They clinched their ticket to the state duels.
Yeah,
tonight along with Lewis County.
Right, but not surprising.
So the double A field is now set, and tomorrow, which will be today when you listen to this, the final AAA piece will be determined with Cowboy Midland and Huntington doing battle to see who takes that last spot there in AAA Region 4.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, this should be a good one. Rivalry. So it's always good.
Yeah, you got like that.
Got lots of good pieces on both sides, and just one match to see who takes all the marbles, so to speak.
Yeah, but I've been impressed with what Braxton County's done. Like that whole program's been coming up for the last few years, and they're just kind of enjoying the fruits of their labor, one might say. But it's been good.
You see them in the top 4 or 5 all across the rankings. So, like you said, just full of
consistent, good wrestlers.
Yeah, well coached, and they're grinders. They work hard, busting their butts.
It goes back to a system. So we'll talk rankings and more here in just a second. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par Mar app and sign up for the Par Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
All right, we're back. Special thanks to Parmar. You remember, if there's not a Parmar near you, there will be soon.
Yep.
They are the official stores of high school sports in West Virginia.
Yeah, big shout out to Parmar. Big shout out also to our other partners, Master Boaters Detailing, mobile, auto, marine, anything you need, commercial,
He'll wash it.
residential. They'll take care of it, and then also to
Say if you took in your
Frontier
pets, you probably
Flooring.
wash your pets.
furniture and interior. All your furniture needs, all your custom interior, do outstanding work there. Located in Ravenswood, so check out both of their Facebooks, or give them a quick Google search, and go support those guys, because they're supporting Mat Time, and they're supporting, more importantly, the youth in West Virginia wrestling.
Absolutely.
So we're a tight knit wrestling community. So
We are. We do good things. We're not big, but we are mighty.
yep, one cohesive unit. So
Yeah. I love the support the state's given us and all the wrestlers.
like I said, more importantly, the kids. So.
Yeah, they get a lot of exposure because of the amount of shares and stuff these people do. It's incredible. All right, let's talk rankings. Coaches' ranking came out. As we all know, I am a firm believer in rankings. Picking up on that sarcasm?
Yeah, I didn't even know what to say. It's like, yeah, I know Big Dan hates them. So.
Laid it on pretty.
Just,
No, I mean, I don't hate them. It's a good talking point.
Yeah.
I just don't invest everything into them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, some people live and die by the number beside their name.
Mm-hmm. And now, they're a little more important compared to years past with the separation of
Looking forward.
1, 2, and
Looking forward to that talk with Coach Archer.
Yeah, because there's, in my opinion, of me rolling through, and we've kind of talked about this off air too. There could be some sticky situations where some tough decisions may have to be made depending on some weird things happening, and those things always seem to happen. So
Of course they happen. First off, of course they're going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen this year. Spoiler. Everybody's listening here. You heard it here first. They're going to default to do nothing more often than not because there's no real clear answer.
Yeah.
Like, if you look, you got which one you got pulled up right now? Double A, single A?
It's AAA.
Fine. Triple A. I can name you one weight class off the top of my head that I would agree that 1 and 2 are, in fact, 1 and 2. And it would be, and this is if they stay there, obviously. It is 175. I would agree that
100%.
Gage Wright is 1. Duh. He's proven it. He doesn't need to do anything else right now. And I would definitely agree another state champion in Luca Felix is 2. And I would agree they need separated. And they are in different regions. So they could end up on the same side.
By the default pill, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
By the default pill,
Yeah.
they could end up on
Yeah.
the same side without, So other than that, you good luck convincing me that is for sure 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Good luck. I can give you a lot of number ones that I definitely agree with.
Yeah.
Back to Dolan.
but
I'll
then
give
you
you back to Dolan.
But then you could argue 2 and 3 for a lot of the weight classes. No, I see what
Yes.
you're saying. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yes.
I agree. I mean,
So I don't think it's going to be nearly as necessary. And if you go back and look on I assume WB Match Forum still rolling. I haven't been on it in forever.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can go back and find those old threads of championships in the semifinals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Each year, I mean, it is seriously 3 to 5
Yeah.
max.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like at times people act like this happens in all 14 weight classes, every single pill, and it's like this big deal. Again, me and the pill, we're tight. What is she? She's cold. And she's fair. That's why I like her. All the human.
Human element.
Because even the opinion I just gave you at 175 is my opinion, and it doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah. 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 Someone else may disagree.
Someone else may argue.
wholeheartedly.
They might say, hey, 138 is the exact same situation.
Yeah.
I would not argue that. That's the whole point. That's the
Yeah.
entire point of what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean,
Didn't a 1 go down this weekend
yeah.
in from the AAA rankings. Yeah, one went down. What was the kid ranked that beat him?
Unranked.
Not there.
Yeah.
Right. That's the point.
Which is, I mean, objectively, like,
all right.
I would have said this is a guy to watch.
Right.
You know, and, you know,
But where's he from? I'll tell you, where's he from?
The
we know
Panhandle.
where he's exactly.
Both from the Panhandle.
And we talked about this last year. We don't see him. We being the coaches, like, I think I already said this year. It's their own little ecosystem over there of the EPAC. They just stay there because they don't need to go anywhere. There's good wrestling
There's
over
a lot
there.
of good wrestling
Like
there.
Berkeley Springs is right there. That's a AA opponent. That's a
You got
worthy
your
AA
Virginia
opponent.
schools, you got your Maryland
Exactly.
schools.
You can pop
like,
up in Pennsylvania.
like you got, you're
I
right
mean,
there on the board. Like there's
and if you want to, you can come inward and go to like the Winner's Choice.
which is not a super far drive.
It's not.
You know, for them,
It's not.
from the
A
Panhandle
couple
up
hours.
to, yeah.
It's a reasonable wrestling
Yeah,
tournament to go
definitely,
to.
definitely, and it's worth it too.
But
I mean,
every year, I think last year we said this during the preview, you always got to look out for a surprise or two from the Eastern Panhandle just because you don't know who they are.
yeah,
Period.
yeah. Well, Plinsky's definitely one to watch. I mean,
You
I've
think?
seen it. Well, and I've seen that firsthand the last couple years in middle school, because there was a similar situation I can remember in a WSAZC meeting. And they're like,
With him?
you need to see this kid.
Yeah. He's good.
And they said, "quote He's going to win it." He won it.
What was he seated? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look now. I've been.
Was
through
he top 4?
I don't know if he was or not. I can't remember.
That's
I don't,
awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I just remember like that being said, and like by God, he won it. So,
God, those seed meetings used to be so fun.
yeah, oh yeah,
When I was the middle school coach, guess who ran the meetings?
Dempsey.
John
Yeah.
Dempsey. He's always had a man crush on me. I respect it. Anyways, so rankings are out.
Yeah, it looks like the next rankings will be coming out this week. So I'm assuming they're going to try to do weekly from here on out, but I can't 100% attest to that being true. I imagine some new team polls will be coming out
Yeah.
fairly soon.
Good luck with that, coaches.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
when was the
still hard
last
to-
time any of those coaches saw their opponents healthy?
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, like
All of them.
yeah, I mean on in all classes.
I am going to
mean,
complain about this until everybody's healthy, which you would assume is coming. It's going to be coming soon.
Hopefully.
Oh, we did see. I know at Fairmont we had the 144, like a top 2 matchup from each division. The Hamilton and Eads.
In Eads, yeah.
Yeah.
Dogfight of a match.
Yep.
That could be another match that we see potentially
Oh yeah.
at our event. I mean, so that's what I love about the Winner's Choice is you get some outstanding wrestling. You had Waynesburg that came in, and they didn't have everybody, but they had a good, still had some outstanding wrestlers there.
Right.
McAfee beat a kid there in the finals, I believe. Big
kid.
win
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Winner's Choice.
Yeah. And then AA single A.
Let's see.
I don't think anything crazy happened in terms of upsets and stuff, according to rankings.
Yeah, according to the rankings, it seems to be.
I'm telling you though, I looked at that list and I was like, I don't think that's right. A couple weight classes really jumped out at me. It's like, and again, it's
I saw some kids missing that I know like are wrestling.
there's missing.
There's a state champion that's not ranked.
There's a couple.
It's just like where we. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could have just been a simple error too.
Right, there's an oversight.
But I mean, you would assume that.
I don't
yeah.
think their weight classes are right for a couple of them.
Well, and
They've
people
been in a
people
cut-
are
they've
still
been
going
in a
back and
cut-
forth. Yeah, people are still
exactly.
going back and forth.
Well,
You know.
we get a lot of people talking to us. And there's some names on there. I'm like, that's the wrong weight class.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I
That
agree.
kid should not be ranked at 175. They should be ranked at 165 because that's where they are.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, you still got people.
But this is the first
Bumping.
one. This is the beta.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
gets
yeah.
better.
You got to take it as a grain. I mean, take it as a grain of salt. Sorry.
Pop quiz. Which weight class always is the most accurate after the state tournament? Every year, statistically. Which is the easiest to rank? I've done the math.
You have.
Yep. And I've said it for years.
I'm gonna say.
It's the easiest weight class to be a stud in. Which is shocking when you hear it.
I don't know, Big Dan. I don't feel like playing this.
It's heavyweight.
I was gonna guess heavyweight, but I was like, man, I don't know. I feel like
It's heavyweight.
I felt like you were baiting me into saying something different here. I don't know. I think you made me think that was too easy of an answer.
Like
so
two years ago, in one of them, the coaches got 1 through 6 correct.
correct, yeah,
In double A, single A.
yeah.
Last year they got like
Which
5
is-
of the 6
Which
right.
is, which is
No,
even more
man.
impressive considering how many AA and single A schools that there are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'm not saying they just got the right 6 kids.
but they got the order.
They put them in
Yeah.
order.
which is like,
But it's the
yeah.
easiest one to predict.
yeah, but that's mathematically pretty low chance of happening.
Oh, yeah, it
because
is.
like,
But
with
it's
the pill.
changing. It's
Yeah.
changing because it's starting. You see it a lot in college now, and it's starting to carry over to high school. The hybrid heavyweights, it's next.
They're more.
It's here.
yeah.
It's here. You're not going to get like your best in your states. It's not going to be the 285-pound kid that can't move anymore. You know what I mean? He's not just going to be this powerhouse kid that you can't hold down.
It's the Fraser style and the Haga
It's
style.
the 255
Yeah.
kid that can move
Yeah.
and get him down.
Yeah, which Frazier was bigger, but like, you know,
Athletic.
phenomenal athlete.
Athletic,
but like
right.
Haga was more of that.
Well, shoot, what's his name bumped up there and won it? Porter, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he weighed
won
like-
it. Yeah, he was.
I think he weighed 135.
He was
he was tiny.
much lighter. He was much lighter than what
But yeah,
a lot of the other heavyweights in that class were. But
I don't know if did you watch any college wrestling the last couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Have you seen Cassiope lately?
yeah,
He's down like 25 pounds.
yeah, he shed a lot of weight.
Yeah, he's down like 25 pounds because he's a 2-time All-American. And even he's looking in the mirror going, I got to get on board.
Well, he's like, I got to figure out how to beat Kirk and all these guys. That
Schultz is getting drummed
Yeah.
this year. Schultz is getting drummed. Runner up. He's got like 4 losses.
Yeah.
And most of them haven't been close.
There'll
His
be a-
losses have been bad. That
be-
freshman beat him from Pitt.
Yeah, Friday there'll be a good one. Kirk and Paris want to
Oh,
go
that'll be
at it, so see how that goes.
That
Kirk
would be a
has
good one.
had his number.
And
in the
Paris is a
past, but
hybrid.
Yeah.
He was recruited. He was a 3-star linebacker.
Yeah.
220 pound
Yeah, he's a monster.
Linebacker.
He's a big old boy, but he's like
monster.
crazy athletic.
Yeah.
Crazy
And
athletic.
if you look at that list, we're getting like Isom. That kid completely changed his look over a year.
hmm
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Completely changed his look. And of course, Weaver's lean. We're getting to a lot more of the leaner heavyweights.
Yeah, the traditional heavyweights are a thing of the past.
So I think that predictability is going to get worse for heavyweight as it goes forward.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
going to be my call.
Yeah, I agree.
They're all going to become more athletic. Just those 240, 260 pound kids that can move,
hmm
which is cool for the sport because it is exciting to watch. There's nothing to me. I think heavyweight's the most fun, mostly because I'm 100% biased.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. I
Yeah.
like the big guy style,
And you're all throws all day. So.
dude. If you're not throwing, what are you doing?
Yeah, speaking of throws, man, we had some nice throws
Yeah,
of the week
we
this
did.
week.
We did.
Velasquez and Herndon, both of them just stepping in and pressing full send, and
The Minger takedown was nasty.
yeah, which you'll see that
You probably have that
today. You'll see that today,
you'll
which
probably
is
have that
which is
posted
actually
today.
tomorrow.
Right.
So
That was slick. That was almost the flying squirrel.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It was flying
Yeah.
squirrel esque.
yeah.
It wasn't.
It was close.
If you don't know the flying squirrel in Greco, go check that out. That's a fun little clip you can watch. Yeah. Here we go. I mean, this is it. This is what we've been talking about for 5 episodes. This is the time.
Yeah, things are going to start shaking out. Like I said, it's unfortunate that it's not full strength, but based off of what they have right now, it's a dogfight by the point projections because track wrestling does a little point
Predict.
comparison. It's
Yeah.
by base points or whatever. They got 42, 41, 40 at the top, and it's University Park South and William
William
Park
Park.
in that order. So
Hey, listen, if Park South, because that duel wasn't close with University.
yeah,
It was a 20-point loss. You know what I mean? If Park South can keep this close with no Gage Wright, and you assume he's back at regionals, right? South could again, just that history of winning could get them back in this race.
yeah,
Right now, I don't think they're the top 2 based on what I've seen. So, we'll see.
yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of wrestling
Oh, yeah.
left to go. I mean, you got, and like we just said, we got the OVACs, we got
WSAZ.
WSAZs. state duels, and they're the state duels. So
Yeah,
it's like
state duels though is that you play the game.
yeah. So you don't know for sure where you're going to be at, and good coaches will play the game. So I'm sure
we've talked
about
how to win in brackets 1,000 times.
Coach Smith will bump if needed. Whatever you're going to
Oh,
do,
yeah.
win the duel, and
Win.
they do a good
Win.
job of it. So it's like, we're here to win the duel. That's the point of a duel, is to win it. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited. This is going to be
It's real now. It's here.
going to be a good weekend of wrestling.
Everything matters.
You got
Pretty much starting from last weekend to the end.
is truly what.
Now we're no longer going to say it's early.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
no
it's
longer
not.
going to say exactly. So any win now is significant.
You got the you got JCI's this weekend. You got
Classic tournament.
Bob Zide, another classic tournament. You get a lot of regional matchups
You do.
at both of those tournaments, so that'll be big.
It's just a tough weekend to compete against OVAC.
Yeah, it is.
Like next week, it's tough to compete against WSAZs. Like this is our local. Like these are essentially our Ironman and Powerades on a regional scale.
Yeah.
Like these are the two toughest ones. Like we got Oak Glen, Wheeling Park, South,
Park South,
University. They're all gonna go
Cameron,
up there. Oh yeah, Cameron's
Oak
up
Glen,
there.
Wheeling Central. And
Central, that's right. Lindsley.
Lindsley. And then you got all the Ohio schools.
We should let Lindsley wrestle with us because I don't think they'd like it much. I didn't know they had wrestling consistently either.
Yeah.
Is it consistent?
Yeah. Or it's been
don't-
in recent years been consistent.
Yeah, you just don't. Just
But I
never
mean, they're not
hear from them.
SSAC affiliated, so it's like,
Have you seen their football team?
yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. Now I've seen their football. Their athletics.
Three of the kids spoke English. I think the last time we
Their
played them.
athletics
They were
are-
all 6'7".
Their athletics are very, very on point. So,
That's why they're here.
yeah, doing a good job.
They're like Bishop McCourt,
Yeah.
just doing their own thing.
Yep.
Everybody knows the rumors. We're not going to touch it. Bishop
Yeah.
McCourt.
Yeah, it was interesting at first, but it's like, this is not.
We'll find out Sunday.
Yeah. Well, to my knowledge,
Keep eye rolling.
Yeah.
You don't know.
you never know.
I'll tell you this. If they called one in, the answer is yes.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I just don't.
You can't take it. I mean, that makes your tournament.
Oh yeah, no, you got to.
Legit.
I'd like to see. I'd love to see him there. That'd be outstanding.
I don't think everybody would.
No, I've seen people. Now that I did see over the weekend, everybody don't want him there for whatever reason, which I think is
I can give you
crazy. But
about 14 reasons
Well,
why they don't want them.
no, they
there.
don't have 14. But
The
they
point
have,
is,
yeah,
what they got.
if they're all there, they got 10, I think. But
Well, that's 10 studs.
yeah,
Two
10
of which
10
are top two in the
yeah,
nation.
which I don't know if they would have been there or not. I don't know what all other stuff they had.
I don't
going on.
exactly.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
all
know. I mean,
hearsay.
It's hard to say. Don't know.
It's like the Johnny Depp trial. Objection, hearsay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing, no facts.
Yeah, so
Ridiculous.
One
It's
other
time.
thing, Big Dan. The girls' state tournament
It's on.
registration is open for that. So
Right now, yep.
make sure you go and get
We'll be there.
signed up for that.
Get your shirts.
There's an online link, and then there's also a proper form that you can email your registration in to Brent Sams and
We got
and,
quite a few
Mr.
girls.
Roberts.
We got quite a few girls ranked in the country.
yeah, we've got a nice amount of girls there, and I think there should be at least one more for sure in there, and realistically there should be some more, and then
Soon.
soon enough they'll be.
We're doing really
be in
well.
there.
We're doing really well with our girls.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm very impressed with how fast it's grown.
yeah, it's grown outstanding, and
Yeah.
it's
It's good.
I want to see that continue on the
Upward
trajectory,
right?
which sanctioning would I think increase
It
quite a
would.
bit. They're kind of in a limbo.
Right.
It's like, well, we want numbers up before we sanction, but it's like, well,
Exactly.
It's like we'll come out once it's sanctioned. So you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
in a tough spot. So at that point, it's like, oh, the easy decision is sanction it.
I hear you.
I mean, just
Teach
do
their
it.
own. I mean, I get.
Well, yeah.
I get their argument. Give us a little more numbers, and we'll get you the
Yeah,
sanction.
but like I said, for me, I just want to see it, and that's part of the whole Matt Time Sanction West Virginia shirt is just to show that we're united on the front there, and we want that done. So I'm really looking forward to the girls' state tournament. It'll be awesome for us to be there and providing coverage and doing our thing. there, and it's going to be a great weekend. So,
I agree. Well, it's good. It's time. We're wrestling now. It's for reals. Like I think the winner's choice and all that stuff really kicks it off.
Yeah, that's like I said. When you turn the stove on, you get it a little warm.
I mean, really, all the
winner's choice is it's
all the national
it's
tournaments are
burning
done.
full-fledged now.
All the national tournaments are done.
Yeah,
and everybody, it's all eyes now on winning your state title.
Yeah. You're on the.
That's where we're at.
You're into the backstretch of the season. So,
Mid-January, it's time. Yep.
It's time to buckle down and roll. I mean, you gotta hit the mat and go get it. So,
all right. Well, as always, thanks for joining us. I'm Daniel Tinch.
And I'm Zach Sayre.
Have a good one, folks.
You guys have a good one.